Our next speaker is Doug Krinksy.
She's a tough act to follow, but I'll try. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, distinguished board members and Dr. Good. I want to comment on several issues within the district, see if I connect a few of the dots, which will explain why I'm voting no on issue 10. When I say just do it, what comes to my mind is Nike. When you hear $5 footlong, what comes to mind is Subway. When I see I with the heart, Westerville Schools, it's pretty obvious it means vote yes on issue 10. And if it doesn't, that kind of means the OCOS campaign has failed its mission. So it's really easy for me to connect the dots to say in this pro-levy campaign that I love Westerville Schools, the buttons, the shirts, is political activity. And my mind is boggled that the board allows this and will not enforce their policy of no political activity in the schools. But to me, it's really easy. I connect those dots. It's political, plain and simple, and it needs to stop. I also am concerned the board continues to pay almost $40,000 to the WA, the teachers union, for their rep's salary. And then the WA turns right around last fall, and I don't know if they've done it again this spring, but they donate $10,000 to the OCOS campaign, as well as $6,000 to 2 pro-levy board candidates. Again, pretty easy to connect the dots. Contribution, kickback, donations. It's pretty obvious to me the board needs to stop paying that salary. Let's talk about real estate values. Mine has dropped, like everybody else in this room probably has, the last 4 years. It has nothing to do with school levies, whether they pass or fail in Westerville. It's all about the economy. The treasurer tonight talked about we've lost revenue. It has nothing to do with school levies. It has everything to do with the economy. It's pretty simple. Again, I can connect those dots. I've talked to not hundreds, but quite a few real estate agents in Westerville, outside of Westerville. It all has to do with the economy. When the levy passed in 2009, guess what? My real estate value still dropped. It has nothing to do with the levies. It has everything to do with the economy, which is still not very good. The final dot I want to connect, if this levy were to pass, there's no guarantee what the board will do with the money. They could give it right back to the employees in pay raises, benefits. The list that they published has no guarantees what will happen with the money if it is passed. There's a list, but there's no guarantee. Besides, the amount they're asking for did not take into consideration any of the concessions that now, thankfully, are starting to come forward. And we are now starting to get concessions that are starting to be meaningful. I don't know if they're significant, but they're starting to be meaningful, and they're headed in the right direction. So they have no idea how much money is going to be used for what, even if it did pass. They didn't take into consideration the concessions that are now coming forward. But I can tell a couple things that we need to do right now. And that is, ask the WEA why they would not participate in the Race to the Top program, which directly has cost this district thousands and thousands of dollars. Again, why wouldn't they participate? How about the 72 administrators taking a pay cut or taking less of a pay increase because they have not been frozen over the last 3 years? A lot of them continue to get raises. And how about the benefit idea? Let's change the benefit program to make it the national average across the board. And my final comment is about the PTAs and the PTSAs supporting the pro-levy campaign. There are a few that have contributed financially, and they've jumped on board. It's fine for individuals to get involved there, but I must be confused about the purpose of a PTA. I thought a PTA was supposed to help parents, help their teachers educate their kids in a better way, the betterment of the child's education. I must have missed something somewhere, because if my dues, where we're paying into the PSA for my son's middle school, are being donated to the pro-levy campaign, I don't get it, and I'm going to get a refund of those dues. But I can tell you what, there's a lesson to be learned for these kids, and that is live within your means, listen when spoken to. The 61% have spoken. The public says vote no again on issue 10. Thank you for your time.